After completing a demanding season and finishing his campaign with standout performances at the ATP Finals, Jannik Sinner decided to disconnect from the tension of competitive tennis. Instead of flying straight back to training or media events, he chose something far more valuable: time away, time to recover, and time to breathe. Traveling with him was the person who has been consistently visible in his support circle, Laila Hasanovic, accompanying him for a quiet, peaceful retreat. The destination selected by the couple was the Maldives, known worldwide for calm lagoons, long stretches of white beaches, uninterrupted ocean views, and a level of privacy nearly unmatched anywhere else. For athletes who spend most of their lives in front of cameras, press obligations, tournament schedules, and crowded airports, this location represented something rare: a full pause from the noise. Upon arrival, the couple reportedly kept everything low-key. No staged photo sessions, no public appearances, and no unnecessary attention. Instead, they checked into a secluded resort known for its private water villas, a place where guests can disconnect from everything and simply enjoy a peaceful environment surrounded by natural beauty. Their Maldives trip officially starting, the calm atmosphere becoming the center of the experience, and the couple stepping into a setting far from tennis courts but close to genuine rest. The Maldives does not rely on extravagant decorations or busy activities to impress visitors. Its beauty lies in the simplicity of its landscape: clear blue water, soft waves, gentle sunlight, and a quiet environment that never feels rushed. This is what defined the backdrop of Jannik and Laila's trip. Their villa offered direct access to the ocean, allowing them to walk out and be met instantly by an open horizon. This kind of uninterrupted scenery creates a sense of stillness that professional athletes rarely experience. For someone like Sinner, who spends countless hours calculating shots, adjusting footwork, and dealing with intense pressure, the contrast could not have been sharper. The couple's daily routine during the trip stayed consistent: unhurried days spent near the water. Instead of packed schedules or resort events, they focused on simple activities that allowed them to enjoy the scenery around them. The mornings were described as slow and relaxed. They preferred to stay near the beach, observing the Maldives' natural light gradually shift as the day began. In the afternoon, they often walked along the shoreline, appreciating the peaceful environment and enjoying the weather. These walks were not for attention or photo shoots but simply a way to enjoy the natural surroundings. Evenings in the Maldives are particularly calm, with open skies and gentle winds. Throughout the trip, the couple chose to remain close to the water during sunset, the time when the horizon turns into a blend of warm colors. It became part of the quiet, uninterrupted pattern of their stay. Their time near the ocean wasn't about excitement or events, it was about meaningful stillness. The Maldives allowed them to slow everything down in a world where Sinner's career moves at constant speed. The tennis calendar rarely offers extended pauses. Players travel across continents, switching between surfaces, climates, and schedules without rest. Sinner's decision to take time away after the ATP Finals was not only well-deserved, it was necessary. The Maldives trip functioned as a full reset, physical recovery easing the fatigue built up over months of tournaments, mental clarity stepping away from pressure to refocus for the upcoming season, emotional space. Spending time with someone who is part of his support system. Laila's presence during the trip was significant. She's been publicly supportive of his career, frequently seen attending major tennis events. This vacation served as the opposite environment, a place where her role shifted from supporter in the crowd to someone sharing peaceful experiences off-court. For Sinner, this wasn't a short pause, it was a deliberate break to prepare for the next chapter of his journey. Recovery is part of the athlete's process, and this trip offered exactly what he needed. What distinguished this vacation was the couple's consistent effort to remain private and respectful of their surroundings. Unlike many celebrity trips that involve sponsored appearances or promotional activity, Sinner and Laila kept everything minimal and natural. They avoided attracting attention within the resort. They did not ask for special arrangements or create disruptions. Instead, they behaved like any other couple, valuing personal time. There were no exaggerated gestures, no staged content, and no unnecessary posting aimed at maximizing visibility. The trip was not built to impress, it was built to rest. This approach gave the vacation a grounded, genuine feel, aligning with their personalities as individuals who prefer keeping their personal life measured and balanced. Although the couple avoided anything overly expressive or dramatic, the simple, natural interactions between them illustrated a strong sense of comfort. Their connection was not displayed through grand gestures but through everyday behaviors, talking while walking along the beach, sitting together near the water, sharing calm moments during sunset, choosing activities together based on comfort, not attention, maintaining a supportive, understanding presence. Nothing about these moments was forced or exaggerated. The couple seemed aligned in their desire to keep the trip peaceful. The Maldives' environment naturally encouraged this dynamic. Their relationship has been visible for a while, but this trip highlighted something different, not public appearances but quiet consistency, which often reveals more than anything staged or dramatic. Throughout their stay, the couple placed greater value on nature than on resort luxuries. They preferred open areas, natural views, and simple experiences that showcased the Maldives landscape. Their activities included walking along long beach stretches, relaxing on quiet sun decks, enjoying the natural breeze during evenings, observing marine life from their villa area, appreciating the clear, calm water surrounding the island. These experiences were not curated or structured. They were spontaneous, based on what the environment offered naturally. This approach gave the trip a straightforward but meaningful identity. It was not about extravagant elements, it was about the beauty of the Maldives itself. Professional athletes often underestimate the role of psychological rest. However, extended seasons, constant travel, competitive pressure, and performance expectations accumulate over time. The Maldives trip acted as a mental refresh for Sinner. He stepped away from the noise of the tennis world. He disconnected completely from training schedules. He found a space where days had no deadlines. The presence of a steady, supportive partner added balance and comfort. This kind of mental reset often becomes the foundation for strong future performance. After a season of both highs and challenges, this break allowed him to return with renewed energy and clarity. The Maldives wasn't just a vacation, it was strategic recovery. Every trip eventually concludes, but what stays is the impact it leaves. For Sinner, completing this Maldives retreat meant returning to training with a calm mindset, a fully recharged mental state, emotional balance, renewed motivation, appreciation for personal time beyond the sport. For Laila, it meant accompanying him through a meaningful pause in his journey, not as a public figure in his box, but as someone present during his quietest and most relaxing moments. The couple's time in the Maldives represented a chapter of peace before a new season begins. This Maldives trip wasn't centered on drama, conflict, or speculation. It was a simple, beautiful, peaceful experience between two people who value privacy and genuine time together. It showcased balance, calm, respect, support, natural connection. For LAREUM, this fictional script highlights a different side of tennis stars, not the tension of matches, but the value of rest, stability, and meaningful downtime. Jannik Sinner and Laila Hasanovic's peaceful Maldives getaway offered a rare look into the quiet, balanced side of an athlete's life, a reminder that recovery, privacy, and calm moments are just as important as competition, trophies, and headlines. Their time in the Maldives was not about publicity or appearances. It was about stepping away from the non-stop rhythm of the tennis world and choosing a setting that allowed real rest, real clarity, and genuine peace. As one of the sport's most dedicated competitors, Sinner has earned every moment of this well-deserved break, and sharing it with someone who understands the realities of his journey made it even more meaningful. As he prepares for the challenges ahead, this period of stillness becomes part of the foundation he will rely on. For fans, it's encouraging to see that behind the intensity of professional tennis, there is also space for balance, nature, and simple experiences that restore focus. Thank you for watching LAREUM, and for being part of our tennis community. We will continue to bring you the most detailed stories, athlete insights, and in-depth coverage from around the world of tennis, always with accuracy, respect, and the highest quality storytelling. Stay connected, stay informed, and as always, this is LAREUM, your home for tennis news done right.